It must have been a very unimaginative player not to find his or her attention wandering from the matter of the score to the landscape and all the beauty that it offers. This is how the journal The Golfer described Oatlands in its first full year of 1932. The club was built by two Americans, Victor Audette and A.C. Burke, and was opened in 1931 by the New South Wales Governor-General. After his inaugural speech, the Governor opened the course by teeing off from the first hole. Club pro Billy Bolger, who later went on to win 2 PGAs and an Australian Open, just couldn't resist some showmanship and thrilled the crowd with his trick shots. The clubhouse itself was magnificent, and as the journal noted, it is a spacious and modern building with no item of comfort missing. Flooded with natural light, it hosts a beautiful sunken pool in the courtyard. The original course was designed by the brilliant Rupert Black. Together with Burke and Audette's vision, he created what the Golfer chronicled as the finest country club estate in the Southern Hemisphere.
In 58, as you guys know, or as the people who are watching this know, the golf club managed to buy the property here, and in 1963 the first big thing that happened here, I guess, was that we held the 1963 Australian PGA Championship here, and we're lucky enough to have two of the guys who played in it, two very famous Australian professional golfers. Cole Johnston, who won, Billy Dunk, who was a semi-finalist and was beaten by Cole on the 37th. Cole beat an American who was out here, Cole.
Ron Howell, yes.
Yeah. And how easily did you beat him?
3-2, Tone.
Bit harder than, a bit easier than W. Dunk, who you had a bit of a...
That was the hardest one, which it always would be, because he's one of the greatest players Australia's ever produced, and I had the best putting touch that I've ever had for that week, and rolled in a few putts on him, but he probably should have beaten me quite comfortably, but the result went the other way, fortunately for me.
Billy, you forgave him?
Oh, I had to. I mean,
we've been great mates ever since.
It's, I can always remember he held 3 putts on the last 3 greens, about 20 feet, and well, the last 2 anyway, and then we went up the first, and I've hit it inside him about 6 or 8 feet, and he's got a 20-footer, and he just held it the same way, and I thought, well, I can't beat him today, and there it was.
In 1981, Oatlands celebrated its half-centenary by appearing on the world stage. The club staged the Australian leg of the international Shell's Wonderful World of Golf, made for TV series. The game, between Australian David Graham and American Hale Irwin, was played live in front of millions of viewers worldwide.
Well, we've travelled 12,000 miles since our last match in this series, where America have been challenged by a team representing the rest of the world. We're in Sydney, Australia, at the Oatlands Golf Club. It's the most magnificent day, and today's match promises to be a real crackerjack. Representing the United States, Hale Irwin, a man who's twice been their Open champion, and an Australian who's won 2 of golf's most important titles, the World Match Play, and in 1979, the US PGA title. It is, of course, David Graham.
Now this must go in if Irwin is to keep his lead.
Greens are very slow, aren't they? Huh?
And that's a bogey 5. Irwin can't believe it. The grain kept that out. So after 4 holes here at Oatlands, Hale Irwin is caught, and the United States and the world are level. Delightful course this, on the outskirts of Sydney, and there is Oatlands House, to remind us of the old colonial days when convicts used to be imprisoned in its cellars.
The course itself has undergone many changes since its original layout of 7 and 11, changed in 1963 to 2 equal 9s. Course watering and drainage, beautification and significant bunker developments have vastly improved an already excellent golf course. As part of its 75th year celebrations, Oatlands decided to honour its significant past and present players with a Hall of Fame. Set in the entrance to the clubhouse, 10 players were inducted into this prestigious fraternity.